Hey, what's up, guys? Gene Fetty with the Automotive Appearance Institute back at you with another all access podcast. This is episode 10. So, today's show, we're going to do a little meta virtual pit stop. Some listeners / viewers have sent over some internet repair videos for us to check out. So, we're going to dive in and take a look at those. There's some crazy ones. There's some new techniques that I haven't thought about. And there's actually a really cool repair at the end that I can't wait to show you. We're going to talk a little bit about what me and Keith talked about on the PDR College Podcast episode that we shot last Monday. So you want to go check that out. We're going to talk a little bit about MTE, the 20 group, and we're going to have a Black Friday sale here at AAI. So stick around to the end when I drop that for you. So without further ado, hi Dylan.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Looking forward to another show.
I know, I love it. I love the podcast.
I missed you last weekend because I came in and shot an audio only, and I was like, I don't have anybody to banter with.
I know, it's a little, I listened to the episode a little bit, and yeah, I missed you too.
Thanks, Dylan. Makes me feel real good about myself. So let's dive into this meta virtual pit stop and see what our viewers have sent in for us to check out.
Definitely interesting. So the first one, I don't know if the video people will be able to see the titles, but the first one I titled Vibrating Repair.
Okay.
It's interesting.
That's better than other female adult toy repair.
There
are those videos, but I don't know that it's right. So I'm not sure. So they just smacked a good dent in this door, and they brought in, I'm not sure what it is, maybe little nailer, like an air nailer, like you got palm nailer is what it looks like. And they put some sort of pad on it, and it is essentially vibrating, or it's smacking the panel around the dent. Now when he starts, you can't see what, if anything's going on underneath the panel. If this is not total internet BS, and I think it may not be total BS, he may be doing like an off dolly technique. So he may be reaching under and holding a dolly up on the backside, but then this thing just smacks the panel and essentially brings the dent up. Now there is a legitimate PDR tool company out there called Heron, or Heron. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but Heron's PDR tools, I believe he's out of the Middle East, which these guys appear to be out of the Middle East, where you're essentially doing slaps to the metal.
I'm looking in the comments to see.
Work the dent out. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, yeah, interesting video for sure. I guess these will be linked in the show notes somewhere or something.
Yeah, these will be linked in the show notes, and then I'm going to try to make sure the video is like on screen for everybody this week.
All right, cool. So go check out the vibrating dent repair.
Wild.
Yeah. Next up, what do we got?
Airbag?
The airbag repair. So Dylan had not seen this type of technique. I think Anson even still carries some, I think they call them the body bags. We're not going to watch this whole repair because he just switches into pushing and drills a hole in the side, and like that's not very exciting. But you do get, back in the day, we called it rapid metal movement. And we were using the body bags like that didn't really exist. We would use an air wedge occasionally. I'd go get basketballs or footballs and deflate them, shove them into the panel, get a pump or a compressor, pump them up to get moves. It does move a lot of metal really fast. But I feel like it's really an old school technique now because it's very uncontrolled movement, right? It's just whatever's going to be easiest to move is what's going to move. I would much rather watch you come in, like where he's going here, there's a body line through the panel. I'd rather see you take a glue tab, try to restore the body line and work up more controlled. But if you don't have glue, or if you are jammed up, don't drill holes in panels. If you're jammed up, can't get in, or maybe it's a refinish and you're trying to do PDR and you're afraid, the body bags and or basketballs and footballs can work. Right, it's a little bit of old school. It's something to try. So give it a go.
Good thumbnail.
Yeah.
So,
all right, here we go with the glue sticks again. Always the glue sticks, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah, this one.
I just don't
Like-
get the method of hot gluing the glue sticks.
So what gets me with this door is he's going to get a move, but barely. Like,
You move the body line back up, sure, and there's some movement in the bottom there, below
yeah,
the body line,
not
but
not a very exciting repair. It would have been can you rewind? Yeah. So if you look at the left side, if you're on the video and you can watch this, this is a great candidate to add some tension to. So watch how the door gap is opened up, and then even with this light, not great move he gets here, watch that door gap close.
oh,
If you were using tension properly to help unfold the metal, that is the kind of repair that would work for.
I didn't even notice the gap initially until you just pointed it out.
All right, sorry, little coughing fit. We're back. Anyways, that's where glue pull started, but guys, it's time to step up and get to the real world and do it the right way. What's our next repair, Dylan?
That one it's always the glue sticks. Oh, this is a new one.
This is a new one. This is a cool new groundbreaking technique that, other than Instagram, it may be debuting here on AAI for the first time in the real repair world. I bet none of you have thought about packing tape to fix your dents. Now watch, boom, pull it right out.
It's a soft dent, so really a suction cup or something probably.
Well, you know what? The dent is actually so soft. This is where, if you happen to be happening across the podcast and you're trying to learn, this is the stuff online that will steer you in the complete wrong direction. That dent was so soft that probably if you would have just slammed the door really hard, the dent would have popped out.
Yeah.
Right? It really is that soft. But I will give them plus 3 points for the ingenuity. I never would have thought of taping the door.
No, and I'm kind of shocked that, I don't know if I'm shocked, but no paint came off.
Yeah, well, the glue's not that strong. We're glue pulling a lot harder than that. Now, a little tech tip for you, and I think my buddy Mike Toledo over at Dent Time has a video or two showing this. You can use tape to help you pull taillights out, right? Taillights that are stuck, put some tape, you grab the tape, and it gives you sort of a handle that you can pull straight back with. Good little tech tip.
Well, that's good to know.
So a useful way to use tape to work on your car. But that was definitely a new one. This is something to see.
Wow. It really, it all came out.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, if you would have just slammed the door.
Yeah, it would have been fine.
Same thing.
So, no clue what this is.
All right. So Dylan was a little confused here. Yeah. And if we had audio here, she's like, this is what happens when you watch too many DIY videos. So they somehow found a slide hammer that'll hold a glue stick. I don't even know where you find that at. That's some weird stuff.
It'll cut to.
And then they just glued the glue stick to the panel and pulled. But I'm not even really sure what they're showing.
It didn't really move much, and it looks really gummy.
Yeah, weird. Definitely not a good real glue, of course. They're not going to spend money on proper glue pull repair glue or proper collision glue. But at least she's like, oh, we attempted it because we watched too many videos. Public service announcement: if you are not in the industry and you try to fix your own dent, it generally will cost you more because you've made it more difficult for us to fix the dent. Just leave it to the professionals.
They probably got the kit off of Temu or
something.
TikTok
it looked like
shop.
some Temu glue.
That's
sure.
it was. That's why I was so confused on what it was, because it was just so gummy and flexible, and I feel like you don't see that once the glue is dry.
Or they may have just had the glue really hot. Who knows? Maybe they put a heat gun on it. It was ugly. So now I actually had a couple different technicians send me this repair. This is a Now, this is not a repair that would probably fly in the United States, right? Like any shop here is just going to put a quarter on it. The thing is gone. But I'm actually really impressed with the technical ability of the technician here. Some thoughtful, almost ingenious moves, right? And it's a pretty cool video. You guys should definitely go watch this video if time allows. So let's see what we've got going on here.
It'll be linked in the show notes.
Good R&I, right? You got to tear down to get to the panel, get to the damage. Now look at that. I don't know how safe that is. It was a pretty good idea. They've got a pot of glue melted and ready to go, and they just ladle it onto the tabs. Like, problem solved for that. That may be a Kiko knockoff tab.
It's that Kiko blue.
Yeah, right. And it's the T-slot. So, like, just some general body repair here. But look at how much with just hammer and hammer work and glue work. Look how far she got it out. Like, super impressive. And now she's going to go in and a little stretch, shrunk it up. Again, not something we would do here in the U.S., but like other parts of the world, for sure, the real deal. I think that might be a shrinking disc to shrink it all up. Not a body man, just a dent guy who's good at sticking glue to cars.
So what was she doing with that?
So what she was doing there, it looked a lot like a mini lifter, right? It was just a little stud welder, but it's the mini lifter. And then she's going across the high spots show up and the low spots don't get touched, so she knows where to go in and pinpoint. Man, she like damn near metal finishes this panel. It is rare to see this level of skill here in the U.S. And I guess you probably don't need this level of skill now because everything is replace. The car would probably be totaled here, but in a foreign country, not so much.
Wow.
But look at that. Like, that is some serious metalworking skills.
You go, girl.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, I was thoroughly impressed with that repair.
Oh, and it's a Buick.
Look at that. And 105, probably microns, I bet. So she was showing off that she doesn't have it full of filler. That, I can't read that language. Asian, Chinese, Japanese. Probably got to read it this way, not this way. I don't know how to do it. But that, I was thoroughly impressed with the repair. And as far as it goes in here, like, really great moves with glue tabs. Like, yanking on stuff. She got it super far just with glue and a hammer and, beating on it body tech style. And then the glue, the big giant pot of boiling glue with the ladle might solve some problems. We've got a big giant glue pot here. It just doesn't quite get hot enough, but I was playing with it for the big straps. It actually works okay for the straps. We'll have to keep an eye on social media. I think we've got some video where we used that. We're pulling on that black F350 bedside we saved from replacement.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, if it's there. Anyways, we've used it. Don't love it, but that, like, I might have to get a little hot plate and pot and go to town.
So Google Translate said that it's Chinese.
Okay.
And it roughly translates, because we all know Google Translate
Right.
isn't exactly correct. Right. It translates to putty-free repair, #compression restoration, #accident car repair, #paint-free dent repair.
Nice. Well, I wouldn't call it paint-free because they definitely painted it. But that was a pretty serious metal finish. Like,
that was sweet.
Thoroughly impressed with that technician. Absolutely.
And that is all for this week's edition of Meta Virtual Pit Stop.
Yeah. So, of course, as always, some ridiculous ones.
Yeah.
But then I like to find, like, when we're doing this, there's lots of goofy bad on the internet. There's also some great technicians out there that do show and share their work, right? And we really should lift them up. In fact, I saw a TikTok with Jason X from Jason X Solutions the other day.
Yes.
talking about all of the techs that are out there that take time out of their day to share their knowledge, like your Blue Collar Kyle, Danny Hacker, the Smash Masters, Stefan and Nick. Like, these guys are stopping what they're doing to record and share with the world what they're doing. Eldar, right? Like,
love him.
Really cool that the technicians are out there and are willing to put it on the line and share to try to better the industry. So absolutely keep it up, without a doubt.
And please send us your repairs. We would love to watch them on our show, and if you want us to critique it, we'll critique it. If you want us to watch it and just watch it, just send it.
Yeah, and even if it's not a full repair, like, let's celebrate good repairs. Let's celebrate some good glue pull. Like, if you've got some of your favorite moves that you've recorded on video, bring it on. Let's see the move. Right? You don't even have to show your repair if you're afraid of showing the repair. But let's see the move. Like, it's really cool what glue pull can do.
And if you want to remain anonymous, just let us know. Like,
yeah, we won't tag you or anybody. Perfect. Real quick, shameless plug, because it's my show and I can do what I want to do. We are open for a couple positions inside of our PDR 20 group. You can scan that code right there, or is it just PDR20group.com?
PDR20group.com, and the link will be in the description as well.
Perfect. If the 20 group sounds like something you would like more information on, please check it out. Fill out an application. We'd love to talk to you and chat and see if it is something that makes sense for everybody. Dylan is adjusting the camera.
Because it cut off the QR code just a little bit.
Okay.
So I want to make sure people can see
So anyways, that QR code over there that you can see now. Right there. Can't see where I'm at on screen.
You're good.
Something like this. All right. No, we're good. I don't need to see. PDR College Podcast Recap. So I believe we were episode 17 of the 2024 season is what last week's show was. But the title was like, "Are PDR Shops a Bad Idea?" I think was our title.
I'll double check.
Great conversation with Keith. I always look forward to having conversations with him. We don't talk nearly enough, but that episode was pretty great. You can find that everywhere podcasts are, certainly on Apple Podcasts. That's where I've been listening for the last 8 or 10 or 12 years, or however long it's been since they started doing shows. We got into some discussions about shop life and what that looks like, what it looks like to move into a shop, how to handle sales, like what do your phone skills look like in the shop, what do estimates look like, what's your follow-up like, content creation, marketing. We went deep. It was a really great, informative session. So if you want more about PDR and business, and specifically shop life, go check it out. Again, PDR College, episode 17 in the 2024 season. And Keith, if you happen to listen to this, thank you for having me on the show. And I look forward to co-hosting with you again. So anytime you need a co-host, I can be your guy.
Gene's the one to call.
I like it. And I like to sit in front of a microphone and talk.
No.
Yeah, I do a little bit.
What?
Yeah.
That's good. You know what? I feel like I had to drag you in here.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah. All right. Moving on. We have got MTE 2025 coming up. Do you have the dates in front of you, Dylan? Is it February 1st?
Let me confirm.
All right. While you're doing that, I will talk about what we're doing. So I am going to start Wednesday afternoon. They have added another day to the expo for beginners, right? If you were thinking about getting into PDR, getting into the mobile tech reconditioning industry, Wednesday is day one of the show for you. And there are some like 101 classes. We are doing a glue pull 101 class at the Gaylord Palms. Basically the same one I did last year, which is available on AutoAppearanceInstitute.com for free. You can sort of go get that talk. But we're talking glue pull fundamentals on Wednesday. Thursday morning, we are talking about advanced glue pulling, really using tension to unfold complex damage, right? The proper way to unfold metal to make it repairable again. I think we've got a 45-minute session Thursday morning for that. Super excited for that. In fact, we're going to be shooting video pretty soon to prep for that because I can't really bring everything I need and talk and teach and show you in 45 minutes. So it's going to be a combination of in-person and watching some video. Really excited for that class and to go a little bit deep on just how efficiently you can move metal, right? You don't want to miss that. And then just this week, I confirmed the crew. We are bringing back the Shop Owners Roundtable. Now this encompasses not just PDR, but basically anything auto spa-ish, right? We've got dents, tint, wheel repair, ceramic, PPF, wraps, maybe even some paint work, Restore FX, right? We've got a full panel coming up for you guys. So it's going to be myself, Matt Moore with Easy Auto Spa, Corey Kleinfeld with Dent Pro Sacramento, Chris Ray with Dentless Touch out of the DC market, and new joining us this year is Dave Detlaff with Top Flight PDR out of Myrtle Beach. I'm excited to hear what Dave has to talk about. Dave went from being a hail guy to a retail shop guy. Like that was his transition. And he said, I'm done on the road and I'm going all in on a shop, and now has a technician working for him. Really cool. You don't want to miss that. And while we're pimping that out a little bit, keep an eye out. After Thanksgiving, we are going to be putting some posts out, and we want to hear what you guys want to hear from us. We don't want to just come in and regurgitate the same information we had last year. We want a new, fresh discussion. So think about those questions. If you've got some on your mind, email them to us here, admin@Auto Appearance Institute, or DM us, and we will get that list rolling. But I'm excited to share the stage with those guys. That event last year was standing room only, right? There was no space left, and everybody was lined up against the back wall. So as we get the schedule, we'll let you know exactly when that is. And our dates for Mobile Tech Expo 2025 are Thursday, January 30th, or Wednesday.
So they kind of have it weird on their website. So Wednesday, January 29th is the first day.
Okay, so Wednesday the 29th for beginners, Thursday, January 30th through February 1st on Saturday is the Mobile Tech Expo 2025, the world's largest reconditioning show. I'm sure this year will be bigger than last year, which was bigger than last year, which was, you get it. You know what I mean. Super excited. And MTE is always one of my favorite work weeks of the year, without a doubt.
It is so much fun. I had my first MTE last year.
I'm glad you're coming back.
I know, I'm so excited.
Yes.
So excited.
It'll be a good time, without a doubt.
Stay tuned for our MTV video.
An MTV video.
MTE video.
I thought you said MTV.
I might have, and I apologize.
You know, I do like the Dire Straits song, Money for Nothing. I want my MTV.
I want my MTV.
Exactly. And before we had technical difficulties, we did open with Korn earlier. Are you ready? We were ready, but Dylan wasn't ready. He picked a bad card for the recorder. So we had to start over.
Me and the SD card were just not ready for all of Gene Fetty today.
That's right. Couldn't handle all of the verbiage coming out of my mouth.
Verbiage coming out of my mouth.
All right. And to wrap it up, we're having our Black Friday sale. So starting Black Friday, that's the day after Thanksgiving Thursday.
Black Friday through Cyber Monday.
Yeah, before Cyber Monday, which is the Monday after Black Friday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how that works.
Well,
the GPR Masterclass is going to include, we call it our bundle package. So that is a bonus cold glue and bonus lateral tension course. So those two courses normally sell together as a package for $394. We are throwing that in for free for anybody who buys the masterclass on Black Friday through Cyber Monday. No coupon needed. If you buy, it's in your cart, you're good to go. you're all set. So I think that is it. Well, no, not quite it. I lied. I was hoping to announce the new glue pull training date on Monday. That's today when you're listening, but that's not today when we're recording. However, the unforeseen circumstance is happening today, so I'm not sure how that's happening. I won't know until Monday or Tuesday. Keep an eye out on our social and make sure you're on our email list at gluepulltraining.com. Make sure you're signed up there. We will be dropping the date for the new date for the glue pull repair collision class here at AAI and Dent Repair Now headquarters in Pittsburgh next week. So keep an eye out. Keep your calendars clear in December. I know there's not a whole lot going on. I mean, it's not like there's holidays or anything like that. But anyways, keep it out. The date will be dropping next week. I wanted to drop it today, but today's the day. Anyways, it's all confusing. It's the whole today, tomorrow, next day. Today you're listening, but not today when I'm recording. I'm confused.
You're confused?
I'm confused. Exactly. So guys, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed our little meta pit stop. Go listen to that PDR College Podcast episode. That is a great episode. And really the entire show that those guys have done is an incredible show, and it has shaped so many PDR lives. If you've not listened, you need to go listen. It's literally like a college education on running a PDR business. So get back after it and go listen to it. Follow us on all social media at Auto Appearance Institute across the board. You can always find us online at autoappearanceinstitute.com. That's where you can sign up for our classes. That's where you can get on our email list. And that's where you can basically do anything AAI. So thanks for listening. If you live in the U.S. and you're celebrating Thanksgiving this week, happy Thanksgiving. Make sure you eat too much. That's what it's all about. Don't spend too much money on Black Friday, except for on our class to get your combo. And I will see you on the next show.
Bye.